Hello and welcome, Scorpio, to your July monthly forecast. And you're with Elle. Focus here for you, Scorpios. And thank Great Spirit, angels and guides for joining us in this reading for Scorpio and for sharing any messages that come through for Scorpio's highest good and for the good of all concerned. Thank you. Speedy happenings. Things are happening for you fast this month, by the look of that. 8 of Wands there. Oh, the Empress is your next card out. Fertility and fruitfulness. Goddess energy. 3 of Swords. Stormy weather. Or weather conditions being a bit hectic. I really find the 3 of Swords really does symbolise the weather in people's cards. Swift action is needed here with the 8 of Wands, clearing away your struggles and taking a trip even, and the events of that are happening right now and you need to keep up. So this is really wanting you to move forward and at speed, but be careful not to do any speeding. So always do the right speed for your location and what the road rules say. Okay, so this is also a message card, a card of important news being on the way. And it's also a message of love, the 8 of Wands, because it's like Cupid's arrows are finding their mark. So there's lots of love around being shared with you. And this is doubling up on the love factor because you've got the Empress there. So this is all about creativity and giving birth to new life, a proposal, love being declared. It's the goddess of fertility and femininity, and she is the Empress, which is very abundant and very fruitful and shares the fruits of her life with others. So that's a really good place for it to be in one of your wealth areas in the wheel. So this is a house of your day-to-day living, how you sustain yourself and where and how you use your finances independently. So very well used is what this is showing here. 3 of Swords, as I said, is a weather forecast card. So there could be some difficult weather patterns or conditions that you've got to deal with, as well as showing that you are starting to overcome your fears and leave a bad situation behind, and that choices need to be made. Okay, so you could be in a situation where you don't want to remain in the same old job, or you're recovering from an injury or surgery, or you may need some sort of other professional help. So if you're feeling really down or depressed, this is a card of letting you know that you can reach out for help. The 3 is a number of growth and expansion and the trinity of life. And it is about recovering from pain of some description, emotional, like you may actually have been insulted, like, because it's in the communication area, so someone may have insulted you and you sort of got to rise above it. So this is all in the area of your siblings as well as short distance journey and your local neighborhood. So the next 3 cards for this quadrant to do with your home, children and well-being. In the home area you've got the Queen of Cups. Now that could be representing yourself because the Queen of Cups is a water sign energy, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And it's in the area of home, family, parents and the Queen of Cups is a very deep feeling energy, feeling things for your home and family on a very deep level. Transforming an ordinary situation into something extraordinary. You could even find that in the family you're a bit of the peacemaker. If there's some sort of insult or salt added to the wound here, because there looks to me like somebody's going to say something that's not appropriate. It's going to be a bit annoying or upsetting, but you've got the peacemaking ability here, being the water sign yourself. Knight of Swords, again, this is going to happen quickly. There's something coming very very soon. Knight of Swords is to do with planning and analysing. It's a whirlwind of change, and it does represent people in the military as well as media personnel, people to do with the media. So this is in the area of your matters of the heart, where you find joy, sport, love that it's given, and it governs children and your pleasures. So something is going to suddenly have a whirlwind effect on you in that area of your life. But it could mean the world to you because you've got the World card here. Excuse me. So congratulations are in order. You've climbed to the top of the mountain and overcome all struggles and setback, and you've accomplished that diploma that you've been aiming for. So you're really setting in stone for yourself not to repeat old patterns that have caused you trouble in the past, because you're at an important time in your life's education, and you now really can see how your thoughts have co-created your success, and you're being recognized for that, and everything's falling into place. So this is really good signs for here in July, and this is in your working area as well as your health and well-being. So your job, your co-workers. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Hangman reversed. This is the next quadrant. So the 9 of Pentacles is letting you know that the money's coming. The money's coming in. You may even sign a contract and make a deal or negotiations to do with your income. So there could be even promotions with this 9 of Pentacles presenting itself here. And you've been consistent and persistent and dedicated, and you're completely competent for this position. So get set to enjoy some wealth and good health. You're attracting a really good lifestyle. This is in your partnerships of all sorts, whether it's your business partnerships or marriage, and it is also about legal affairs and contracts, as well as the area where you find your balance. So a little bit of extra money is certainly going to help your balance. Six of Cups, this is something to do with your past and fond memories and nostalgia. So maybe you've got some time to catch up with some people that you haven't been able to sort of catch up with. So this will restore some harmony, and you'll be reminiscing and possibly even renewing old ties. Now this is in the area of this quadrant that does relate to other people, and it's in the 8th house area of joint finances, the mystical area of the wheel pertaining to birth and rebirth. Something has to end for something new to begin, but that brings the regeneration. And the 8th house also governs taxes, legacies and inheritances, and your emotional values, okay, and what you share with others. So a bit of nostalgia connected to all that. And the Hangman here is in reverse, so he's actually up the right way, because when he's round the other way he's hanging upside down, isn't he? And he's governed on this card by Neptune. Have Neptune there. So it's again a very mystical, spiritual awakening, and the message to you from the Hangman is one about keeping the victim hat on and stubbornness and needing to let go of something that keeps hurting you. So there may be a situation or a lifestyle that's not doing you any good, because this is about higher knowledge and understanding. So and it's to do with long distance travel and people from overseas or foreign lands. So there may be something connected with that that is sort of causing you some sort of hurt that you need to, you know, overcome or rise above. Four of Swords is a time or period where you need a time out or recovery, so that you can recharge and regain a sense of control over any current struggles, because the emotional turmoil has taken its toll and you need to give your mind, body and spirit a rest. So this is a message of practicing meditation, reconnecting with the higher source through prayer and seeking spiritual guidance, which you've got the Hangman there, okay? And then we have the Moon. And the Moon in the tarot rules the Pisces card, and that actually pertains to film, movie, pictures, that kind of thing. Now the Moon here in the 11th house of your friendship groups and social life is highlighted with a bit of mystery and avoiding repeating past mistakes that lead to a dead end, and just checking in to see that you're not carrying other people's baggage, because your psychic abilities are being heightened here, especially in connection with co-creating, so that you can manifest. What you think is what you get. Your thoughts create things and it manifests in your life. And this area is the area of manifestation. It's the long-term objectives and your hopes and wishes. And here you have the Knight of Pentacles, a time to reinvent yourself. So even if there are some delays, if you're wanting to move, you may be wanting to move from the city to somewhere rural. This is a time where you can sort of work on what you're taking with you, what you don't want, and reinvent how you want your life to manifest and what you're trying to create. Okay, so big manifestation period, co-creating period being shown here for you, but you're creating quite well. Now this Four of Swords up here too, Scorpio, that can be indicating, like for example in Australia, the Greater Sydney is pretty much in complete lockdown. So this may be indicating somebody who has to, you know, retreat and isolate, because I'm not really seeing any sickness as such. I'm just seeing delays and things being sort of a bit in limbo. So now I'll just focus on your guardian angel for July that you can turn to and ask for guidance and signs to be shown to you when needed. I feel with you Scorpios, a lot is going to happen this month. There's a lot of fast moving cards, so there's things really propelling you forward at a rate, at speed. But just be careful driving. You don't want to be, keep an eye on that speedo. Lovely. You're also going to get more time to be able to reconnect with people. Number 34 is a good number for you this month, and the Angel of Unity is with you, shining over this spread for you and shining over you all month. So united we stand, divided we fall. So there's a sense of staying united. Now Scorpio, you can now just focus, if you have an issue or a question that you'd like to have the Angel Oracle give you some clarification on. And the card that has come out for you is Abundance. And I do feel that you could be quite surprised just how abundant you actually are going to start seeing unfold here through July. So that is part one, and I will just now be focusing on part two for you. So here we have part two, and these are already in place. They are the transformational generational planets that are very slow moving. So for those of you that have been following, you will know that these have been in the same area of your wheel for some time now, and they will be staying there for some time to come. For the new people, I will just highlight for you their influence in what realm of your life they're influencing. So Saturn here in your 4th house, Scorpio, is in retrograde until the 11th of October. So jot that down, the 11th of October, that's when things start moving forward, because Saturn is the Lord of Karma and the Father of Time. So he teaches us to wait things out. So there's something going on here with your home and family, property and land, and the country of origin, your home country, where you live, that we're needing to wait things out. Okay? Saturn is a laborious energy. It's also brings limitations in retrograde mode. So it can have you rearranging your priorities, tending to business at hand, and having you sort of feel like you're stuck, but at the same time remodeling and reshaping new boundaries that you're setting up as well in your life. Then there is the transformational planets, which are Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. So these are the areas where some of the biggest transformation and change is going on. So Uranus is the planet of surprise and the unexpected. It also is about freedom, liberation and radical change. And that is in your relationships. So there is something to do with partnerships, whether it's business or marriage, where there is a need for radical change. Okay? And expect the unexpected, because Uranus brings lots of surprises. So you could be in a relationship, whether it's business or marriage, where your partner is constantly surprising you, or you have sort of that element of excitement. And it's also a technology thing, the Uranus energy. Okay? And it's in beautiful Taurus energy, nature energy, being in touch with nature and beauty and enjoying that. And all year on and off, Uranus is squaring Saturn, so that is letting you sort of discover that your future depends on successfully learning from the lessons from your past, and this will serve you well. Okay? Now, Neptune is the next transformational energy, planet, and its energies are in this area of children, where you find your joy, matters of the heart, and you've got something sudden and unexpected blasting through your life here with that Knight of Wands. But it's a protective energy, the Knight. The Knight always protects the Queen or his Empress, so there is a protection with having a Knight there. And the Neptune energy, it's in Pisces, and it's retrograde. It has been retrograde since the 26th of June to the 1st of December this year, 2021. So Pisces in retrograde does tend to bring an element of confusion with it. So you could be dealing with a confused child, or you could be dealing with people in your hobbies or sports that have got under some sort of illusion of some description. So in order to sort of lift yourself out of any confusion, one of the remedies is clear quartz crystal. This is a Reiki clear quartz crystal with Reiki energy infused into it by me. And you can hold the clear quartz while you're trying to focus and get your thoughts together. If you're feeling confused or in a bit of a fog, or you're not, you know, that you feel that like there's some sort of illusion going on, that's how you can use the clear quartz crystals. If you don't have a clear quartz crystal, you can contact me and I can show you some of my collection that have all been ethically sourced and help you with picking out your very own clear quartz crystal. So yeah, that's that Neptune retrograde energy. Okay, the other antidote that you can use for that is spiritually inspired energies like meditation, prayer, music. You may find the writer in you wants to come forth, or it may be as simple as finding it within yourself to forgive. Find forgiveness, compassion. For others, you may want to use the energy to really delve more into your mystical side and join into some sort of hobby or group that's connected to that sort of thing. That will all help raise your vibration. And the last transformational planet is Pluto, and Pluto has been in Capricorn for a long time now, and there's still, I don't think it leaves Capricorn until about the end of 2023. But Pluto is also moving backwards in retrograde motion until the 7th of October. So the message of Pluto is that there is no rehearsal. Okay? All we've got is strength and courage, and the ability to develop new skills and forge a new way, okay? Because this Pluto retrograde energy tests your reality. And it also indicates a fateful incident or encounter with or to someone that you may know, okay? So that Pluto energy really can have you doing some profound soul searching. Now, the other thing with the paradoxical side of Pluto is it may be something that results in you letting go of a cherished idea or goal, and just realizing that you can't force something to submit to you. You've sort of got to let it evolve in its own time, and that's where you can be presented with a test of fate. Okay? Righto, so then we've got the new moon. These are the smaller, faster moving planets that will move through your wheel over the course of a month, which is the moon going through all the cycles each month. So the moon is in your 10th house, 9th house, sorry. 9th house of the new moon being in Cancer on the 10th of July. So, good time to set your intentions. The moon governs growth and protection, and it is a good time here from the 10th of July. The new moon phase lasts around about 3 days, so 10th, 11th, 12th is a good time for new beginnings, so setting anything in motion that may be a new beginning. Governing also your emotions, your intuition, your subconscious and psyche. So the moon governs all those areas, and your feelings and your mood and your instincts, and can have you really reflecting, which I feel is connected to this connection from the past. Have you reflecting on things, seeing how far you've come, okay? All in this 9th house of higher understanding and knowledge and long-term objectives and long distance travel. Then you have the sun. The sun is creativity, and this is in the 10th house from the 23rd of July. It moves into Leo. So before that it's in Cancer. Also highlighting connections to overseas, higher education and long-term objectives. It's a futuristic area and manifestation. So it is getting quite a boost here through July. So that area is being activated. And then on the 23rd of July, the sun moves into its own sign of Leo, a yang energy, in the area of career, the zenith of the wheel, promotions, governments, parents. So this is also possible that you'll be dealing more with some sort of authority figure, usually a male father figure or a male role model. It also is heart energy. So the rose quartz crystal is definitely good heart energy. So for any emotional pain or suffering, rose quartz is good for that, as well as you know, if you have heart issues, matters of the heart. So you've got the rose quartz there that you can carry with you. And then you've got also here in the 10th house in Leo is Venus and Mars. They're traveling together. So you've got Venus and Mars traveling together in Leo and activating this area of your career. And Venus is the planet of love and prosperity and harmony and beauty and pleasure and happiness, and it governs luxury, money and wealth. So there could be an increase in your income. And Mars is a planet of energy and passion, and it also can be seeing that you need to forgive and forget quickly, because this can be a frequency that sort of, you have to keep your temper. So temper, and if you do lose your temper or get angry, then remember to forgive quickly. It also enhances your sex life or your sex drive, and the whole three of them are really igniting this career area or your reputation or your social status. So there's some really nice injection of high frequency there with those. Then Mars moves into Virgo and Venus moves into Virgo. So Venus moves into Virgo on the 22nd, so that's your 11th house area, and Mars moves in there on the 29th. So that is highlighting your well-being. For females, it's about some sort of beauty treatment or health treatment. It could, for women, it's a wonderful time to do your rejuvenation. You can use rosehip oil or evening primrose. Now this is really good for the reproductive system for you ladies that are looking to look after that, or your hormonal balance even. But rosehip oil tea is wonderful, and evening primrose is wonderful too. For men, for the masculine energy of Mars, it is a good time to be toning up and getting those muscles looking really good. So it is a time to bring balance with the Venus-Mars energy moving pretty much together through all of July. So the male-female energy and connectionness is really high and really strong. And for those of you looking for a relationship or a love interest, you could find yourself really connecting with them this month. Oh, excuse me, the hiccups. Now, Mercury is here in the 8th house. So this is the god of messengers, or the messengers of the gods is Mercury. So there is messages or information coming to you connected to inheritances, taxes, legacies, regeneration. Something needs to be renewed, and it is the beginnings and endings area as well, and it's something that has two sides. There's a duality to it, so with every bit of good news you get and some negative news, that kind of thing. Got to take the good with the bad. And Jupiter is here in the 5th house, and Jupiter is in Pisces, but it is turning retrograde on the 29th of July and doesn't go direct again until the 18th of October. So it's going back over things in this area of children, matters of the heart, love that's given, hobbies, could even be sport for some of you. Now, after the 28th, it goes back into Aquarius, and from around about the 22nd to the 27th, it's just a little sign here of being a good time to do some sort of detox, okay? And at the very least, keep in mind to keep everything in moderation. Alright, so from the 29th it's moving back into Aquarius, which takes it here back into matters to do with home and family and property and your faith and belief and your spiritual beliefs, and remembering that we are all each other's teachers. And also we've got the full moon in Aquarius in the 4th house on the 24th of July. Now the moon governs the common man, common people and their needs, and being sociable. It also is about the Aquarius energy of friendship, humour and humanitarian qualities connected to it. And it's here in the area of your home, family and your country that you live in. So the full moon energy is a wonderful time to recharge your crystals and focus on what's culminating, what's coming to a peak, because it's peak energy. Okay, so things are really coming to a head, a crescendo, around the 24th of July, and it's connected to the needs of the people. Okay, but don't forget to keep your sense of humour. Laughter is the best medicine. Now I will just focus here the animal medicine cards and ask for clarification of the whole reading for you, Scorpios. Thank you. 2 messages for you, Scorpio. So the 10 of Spring is a Saint Bernard dog, and Saint Bernard dog's message for you is you're working far too hard and the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. And the 6th of autumn is the Kiwi. Kiwi's message is, your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debt and acquire wise loans or receive a grant or scholarship in return for heaven's blessing. Be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money to reputable charities. So you're going to be in a position where you can actually help others through charity work. There's heaven's blessings there being shown. You need to take some time out to play and enjoy your life. Wonderful. That's what you want to hear, isn't it, Scorpio? Have some fun. You've been working so hard, diligently, going through the labyrinth of life with this Pluto energy here, mending broken hearts and healing from pain and suffering. And that's the only real sort of hard card that you've got too. So it's just, you may get some news of someone's hardships and you do want to help them. This is showing the Pluto energy, the restorer of life, ultimately is Pluto's goal. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio, and until next month, sending you loving light and many blessings. Namaste.